Hello, Richard.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you well, mate. Yeah. Off you go. What's your point?
How are you? Yeah, first of all, I hope you both are okay. But my big point is, and I'm a big fan of Brands, I think the quality of player he's brought in general has been really good. Do you think he's not very good at finding the more creative players? Because we haven't brought many people who can unlock a defence since he's come in. The only one we have really that I can think of is Rodriguez, and that was all Ancelotti's doing really, wasn't it? Do you know what I mean? So is that we've all got a flaw in what we do in work lives? Is that his thing that he can't really find someone of that calibre? I just wondered because we don't seem to have anyone else but Rodriguez and Sigurdsson on a good day.
Interesting. This was something we were talking about, what Brands has come from with Holland and this type of player that he signs is the same for the Premier League. Like, does he know that you have to have big physical players to play in the Premier League? I think this summer is going to be the absolute... And it's mad because if he hasn't signed the contract yet, and apparently, we all speculate that he is, but it's like this could be the first summer of his new contract, and this has got to be his best summer.
Yeah.
This has got to be his absolute best summer. And we're literally giving him a contract just before his best summer. It's like they should give him a little extension. Just have a couple extra months and we'll see how you get on. This has got to be his best summer because this is the one that is like Everton are ready to go to that next level now. And he's got to have a brilliant summer. So I imagine we'll find out this summer what his targets are. But he's got people around him. Surely it's not just him. Surely he's the guy at the top who delegates to all these other people. And these people bring on players all the time, and then he makes that final decision. Well, if he's not seeing what we're all seeing as fans and all seeing what's going on in the rest of the Premier League and Europe, then Jesus Christ, we might as well give him the job, or something. Because if he doesn't understand the type of player we need now, then he obviously just is a pen pusher. You know what I mean?
I mean, you're right. We haven't got the creativity, which is obviously has been a bit of a problem. But we also haven't got that mobility, have we? We haven't got the power and the pace as well. Because I think you can be creative, but if you're a creative player that can't move around the pitch, look at Phil Foden at the weekend for them. Not only was he creative, but he was quick as well. Bernardo Silva's not, don't get me wrong, he's not a sprinter, but he's mobile enough to drop into pockets and pick it up. I don't think we've got any of that at all.
Yeah, it just obviously the last, for instance, the City game, it's the most recent game, is we obviously got ourselves a good foothold in the game. I do think if we've had Rodriguez on the pitch, we'd have got that chance. He'd have put a pass in somewhere to Dom or a Charlison. He'd have put one in. Whether or not they'd have gone on to score more, because sometimes City are like that, wakes them up a bit, doesn't it? But I just think we didn't have anyone else. And I was thinking, even if Bernard was on the bench, he very rarely does anything, does he? And that was someone we brought in. And then Sigurdsson wasn't doing much. And I was just thinking, who else have we got that could come on and just absolutely, put a ball through or hit one from 30 yards from nowhere? Do you know, as that skill, there's not... We do lack that, just that bit of, I don't want to say X factor, that way, but you know what I mean? Someone who just comes on and just goes and does something, and they might not do anything all game, but then they just switch on and it works. I just think we do need physical players, and we should get them, but we do need someone who can sit in the middle of the park and dictate and knock a ball around. Because if we're going to keep Rodriguez, he's not going to play every game, is he? Do you know what I mean? So we have to get someone in of that, not that calibre, but someone who can do something like that.
See, that's my thinking with that, and you're right, you're absolutely right with that, is also, though, if we had a player who, if we brought in, say, a quick winger, then you could, and as long as you had the mobility in midfield, you can push James inside, so almost like he could play at the tip of the, if you think of a triangle in midfield, so you've got your two players who are midfield who can move around, and then he sits in the 10. If you've got someone with genuine pace on the right-hand side, and then Richarlison to the left, say, he's the one who is playing it in behind, and he can get your winger in behind, or your winger can come in and join Dom, and your fullback can go on the outside. Not for every game, because it's horses for courses, and then James is that kind of player. Ideally, you'd get a box-to-box midfielder who had creativity as well, who had the ability to throw a little through ball, which we haven't got, have we? I mean, you look at someone like Anguissa at Fulham, say, who isn't, and he's not amazing, don't get me wrong, but he's a player with an eye for a pass, but he can also do the box-to-box and the dirty work, and I think Zakari is a little bit like that. He's got the little round the corner by dragging, you know, we think of when Ben Godfrey runs with the ball, how much the pitch opens up. So if you think of a midfield player who's able to stride through with the ball and then maybe have a pop at goal, which is what you're talking about, or if not, play that little cute ball in.
Yeah.
You're right, we have, other than Hammers, there's nobody. Iwobi should be that, but he's not.
But he's not, is he? He's never going to be.
No.
I'd love him to be, because it'd save us money. We could go and buy whoever, couldn't we? But, and I know Whistle had no ill harm, but I think, like you said before with him, I think he's just... He's in the wrong team. He's in a place he doesn't really want to be, by the sounds of it as well. Do you know what I mean? It just doesn't seem to work. But I don't know. I think you're quite right. Really, we should, if we'd have kept all the Barkley, that's who kind of player we're looking at there, isn't it? I know he has his faults and stuff like that, but he'd do a job for us, wouldn't he? Really, in that sense. Yeah.
Definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, he would. Right, cheers, mate. Nice one for that. Thanks for getting in. Make sure you do it again.
Nice one, will do. Take care.
All right, take care. See you later.
If you want to join us on the Toffee TV Everton phone-in, it is live Monday to Friday, 5 o'clock on Live at 5 over on Patreon. The link to join us is on the screen now.